Welcome to CZB, Classic Gaming with Bez. I'm Bez, and today we're taking a look at two games suggested by Undertaker and Ramza from Blade2k.net. I'll put a link in the sidebar to that website. The games are Golgo 13, The Secret Chapters, and Guardian Legends, both for the NES. The first game is Golgo 13. You play a spy. It's an espionage game. It's a run-and-gun shooter, similar to Contra but a lot slower. What you see right here on the screen now is the game is starting up. This is actually the first time I've played this game. It seems a little bit slow. Something I do notice right off the bat, though, when I first popped it in, is how great the cinematics are for an NES title. The characters are easily definable. The things in the background are easily definable. There's actual animation on the screen. The words are easily visible. It's very, very, very nice. We're waiting for the story to be filled in here. Basically, you play this spy. Apparently, there's someone named Condor who has a vaccine to one or another deadly viruses, and you are going to try and find him, kill him, retrieve the vaccine so that you can stop the evil terrorist plot. Now, right now, I don't have a weapon of sorts. I can jump and kick. I'm going to walk through the game. It's really slow going. You can kick opponents and then get their guns, so you can go into buildings like this one. Can't really do anything in any of them, not necessarily on the game at least. Exit back out. I don't kick anymore because now I have a gun. I can shoot my enemies. One thing I noticed about this game is that it doesn't really define the enemies and who are just regular people walking by until you pass them. So as you can see, I was just shooting at that guy who is not an enemy, and he stopped and talked to me about something I didn't really care about. Now the enemies, they all duck at start when they start shooting, and so I guess you're supposed to jump over them. Really not my style. I tried to duck and shoot. You lack that ability. Unlike your enemies, you cannot duck and shoot at the same time. This is a very interesting mode. At certain points you'll be able to do like a first-person style shooter, where you go with the reticle across the screen and take down your enemies as they come at you. Some of them will lay down in the prone position, others will kneel down, some will stand and jump. You can see that guy just did a battle roll, which is pretty cool. I'm going to continue on in this game. If it looks like it's moving really slow on your screen, it is. That is how the game plays out. It is very slow going. Not something that I enjoy, especially in what's supposed to be a fast-paced espionage title. It reminds me a lot of the GoldenEye, James Bond type of games for the N64, and the more recent James Bond games for PlayStation 2. I don't think there's been anyone for 360 or PS3, except for maybe Quantum of Solace, but I didn't play it. I'm not a big fan of the espionage genre, and this game is not very good in my opinion. If you're into espionage titles and want to play something that's really classic, I would suggest picking this one up. But negating those two facts, I would suggest staying away from it if you're not a fan of the espionage style, because it's going to be very slow going and not very fun for you. I'm about to die here in a few seconds, and it'll take us to the game menu, and we're going to boot up Guardian Legends, and this game has the exact opposite problem of Golgo 13. It is way too fast. I'm going to start right into the game here. You can see my character, everything's loading up. You notice how fast the background looks like it's moving? Wait till you see the characters come on screen. This game is very, very fast paced. You can see I just took a hit there. I'm firing my laser. Now, when I first played through this game, I wasn't sure what I could touch and what I couldn't. It's a good game for a top-down shooter. There's tons of them out there for the NES, the Sega Genesis, and the SNES. They're kind of lacking on the newer consoles, and the N64 and PlayStation 1. Weren't a lot of top-down shooters for those systems. This is probably one of the better top-down shooters I've played for the NES. It's really fast-paced, which is fun, but also extremely difficult. I die a few times in this. You can see the background just flying by. It does eventually slow down. Brings you up to an end boss, not far from here. It's nice when it slows down a bit. I find it gets a little bit too slow. The enemies still move fast. It's just the background that looks like it's moving slower, which is nice. It's not as nauseating this way. Now up here should be the end boss of this level. As you can see, I have no health left, which is going to be a bit of a problem as I try to take this guy down. Now basically this end boss is a bunch of little turrets that open up randomly. You have to try and take out each turret individually. There's also smaller turrets up at the top that are throwing or shooting at you. This is the part where I die, and that's pretty much the end of this game. As far as I'm concerned, I'm not going to continue playing it. It's not something that I really enjoy very much, but it is a good top-down shooter, and I do recommend picking it up and trying it. Now, I'd like to send a shout out to the guys at blade2k.net for recommending these two games. If you're looking for a good indie developer website to check out, that is definitely one I would suggest. I'm Bez. This has been Classics with Bez. If you like my videos, please rate, subscribe, and comment, and have a very nice day.